Namaste. Please recline and relax. Do not follow through what I am doing. Do not even watch the video. Just listen. This is Neuro Linguistic Programming at the highest level. You may even do something else while the video is playing at an audible volume. Please enjoy with background music. Namaste. Atham Panchadashotyayah Purushottama Yoga Shri Bhagavanubhacha Ultvamula Matah Shakamashivatatam Brahurabhyayam Chanandam Si Yasya Palnoni Yasatam Beda Sa Bedabit Attashechol Tvam Purasuruta Sutasya Shaka Gunapravridita Vishaya Prabhalah Attashecha Mulanyanusanantat Mulanyanusanantatani Kalmano Bandantini Manushya Na Rupamasyeha Tatopala Pyate Na Nanto Na Jadilna Ja Samanpratishito Ashibhat Tamenam Sukhiru Tamulam Asangangashasത്രeno Drituana Chitva Tatah Padam Tataparima Gitavyam Yasaminen Gata Na Divaltananti Puyah Tameba Jadiam Purusham Prapadye Yatah Pravrutatih Prasurta Puranui Nilmana Moha Chittasangan Gadosha Atyat Manitya Vinipurutakamah Dvanandavai Vimukatah Sukhaduhaka Samjinyal Gachachanantiyamut Sukhaduhaka Samjinyal Gachachanantiyamut Padamabhyayam Tat Na Tadpa Sayate Suryo Na Shashanganko Na Babakah Yadgatva Na Nibaltanante Tadatama Paramam Mama Ibamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Putah Sanatanah Manahu Shashirto Ninandriya Nui Prakritisthani Kashati Shariram Yadava Punoti Yacha Pyutagramati Shivarah Gruhi Tvaitani 삼니야티 바율가는 타니 바샤야트 슈로트람 짜쿠슈흐 스팔샤남 짜 라사남 크나노메바 짜 아티슈트야 머나시자얌 비셔야누바사 비셔야누바사바테 우트그라마는땀 스티땀 바비 분자남 바 구너는 비땀 비무더 나누 파시아는티 진야나 자쿠슈셔흐 야따는 또 요기나시자이남 파시아는티암 파시아는티아 드마니아 바스티땀 야따는 또 비아크르타 드마노 나이남 파시아는티아 짜타사흐 야다 디티아가땀 대조 자가드 파사야떼 야떼 자가드 파사야타키 자가드 파사야타킬라무 야츠짠은 드라마시 야츠짜 그나우 따뜻해조 비드티 마마까무 가마비시야 자 부다니 다라야미야 하모자사 보시노미 갸우셔티허 살바허 소모 부드바 라사드마카허 아함 바이시바나로 부드바 브라누이남 데하마 시리타흐 브라너바나사마 유쿠타흐 바짜미아는남 자툴비타무 살바시야 짜함 후르디 사느니 비슈투오 마트타흐 스무르틸지냐 나마포한 스무르틸지냐 나마포한한짜 베다이시짜 살바이라 하메바 베디오 베다는 따끄르드 베다비데바 베다는 따끄르드 베다비데바 짜하무 드바비마오 부르쇼 로케 쿠쇼라시짜 쿠쇼라 에바짜 쿠쇼라흐 살바누이 푸다니 구떠스토쿠쇼라 우지아테 우트타마흐 부르쇼스타바니야흐 바라마트 메티유다 흐르타흐 요 로카트라야마 비시야 비팔티야 비아야 이슈바라흐 야스마트 쿠쇼라마티 또하마쿠쇼라 다피 쪼트타마흐 아토스미 로케 베데짜 브라티타흐 부르쇼트타마흐 요 마메바 마사무 무투오 자나티 부르쇼트타마무 사 살바비드 파자티 맘 살바파베나 파라타 이티 구히야타맘 샤스트라미다무크탐 마야나카 부드트바 에따드 부드트바 부드티마는 시야 뜨끄르타 그르티야 부드티마는 시야 뜨끄르타 그르티야 시자 파라타 타트사디티 시리마드 바가바드 기타수 파니샤트수 브라흐마 비디야얌 요가샤스트레 시리 크르시널 주나 삼바데 부르쇼트타마 요고 나마 반짜다쇼티아야흐 Namaste. The Holy One said, "They say that the Ashwata, having its roots above and branches below, is eternal. Its leaves are the Chandas. He who knoweth it knoweth the Vedas. Downwards and upwards are stretched its branches, which are enlarged by the qualities. Its sprouts are the objects of sense. Downwards its roots, leading to action, are extended to this world of men. Its form cannot here be thus known, nor end, nor beginning, nor support. Cutting with the hard weapon of unconcern, this Ashvata, of roots firmly fixed, then should one seek for that place preparing, whither one returneth not again. I will seek the protection of that primeval sire from whom the ancient course of life hath flowed. Those that are free from pride and delusion, that have subdued the evil of attachment, that are steady in the contemplation of the relation of the Supreme to the individual self, from whom desire hath departed, freed from the pairs of opposites known by the names of pleasure and pain, repair, undiluted, to that eternal seat. The sun lighteth not that, nor the moon, nor fire. Whither going none returneth, that is my supreme seat. An eternal portion of me it is which, becoming an individual soul in the world of life, draweth to itself the senses with the mind as the sixth, which all depend on nature. When the sovereign assumeth or quitteth body, it departeth taking away these, like the wind, perfumes from their seats. Presiding over the ear, the eye, touch, taste, and smell, and also over the mind, he enjoyeth all objects of sense. They that are deluded do not see when quitting or abiding in, when enjoying or joined to the qualities. They see that have the eye of knowledge. Devotees exerting, behold him dwelling in themselves. They that are senseless and whose minds are not restrained, behold him not, even while exerting. That splendor dwelling in the sun which illumines the vast universe, that in the moon and that in the fire, know that splendor to be of me. Entering into the earth, I uphold creatures by my force. And becoming the juicy moon, I nourish all herbs. Myself becoming the vital heat, residing in the bodies of creatures that breathe, uniting with the upward and the downward life threads, I digest the 4 kinds of food. I am seated in the hearts of all. From me are memory and knowledge and the loss of both. I am the object of knowledge to be known by all the Vedas. I am the author of the Vedantas, and I alone am the knower of the Vedas. There are these 2 entities in the world, viz., the perishable and the imperishable. The perishable is all creatures. The unchangeable one is called the imperishable. But there is another, the Supreme Being, called Paramatman, who as the eternal Lord, pervading the 3 worlds, sustaineth. Since I transcend the perishable, and am higher than even the imperishable, for this I am celebrated in the world and in the Veda as Purushottama, the highest being. He who, without being deluded, knoweth me as this highest being, he, knowing all, O Parata, worshippeth me in every way. Thus, O sinless one, hath this knowledge, forming the greatest of my mysteries, have been declared by me. Knowing this, O Parata, one will become gifted with intelligence, and will have done all he need do. It's pretty short. Namaste. Apa nahu shoshujada shoshujada kamagne shushukutia rayim. Apa nahu shoshujada kam sukushwetriya sugatuya pasuya yajamahe. Apa nahu shoshujada kam Bra 야드파는 디슈트 에셴 브라스마가 사실자 수라야흐 아빠 나흐 쇼슈자다 카무 브라 야드테 아그네 수라요 자야마히 브라 데 바야무 아빠 나흐 쇼슈자다 카무 브라 야다그네흐 사하스바토 브시바토 야는띠 바나바흐 아빠 나흐 쇼슈자다카무 드밤 히 브시바토 무카 브시바타흐 바리푸라시 아빠 나흐 쇼슈자다카무 드비쇼 노 브시바토 무카티 나베바 바라야 아빠 나흐 쇼슈자다카무 사 나흐 시는 투미바 나바야티 발쇼 스바스타예 아빠 나흐 쇼슈자다카무 나마스테. Chasing with light our sins away, O Agni, shine thou wealth on us. May his light chase our sin away. For goodly fields, for pleasant homes, for wealth we sacrifice to thee. May his light chase our sin away. Best praiser of all these be he, foremost our chiefs who sacrifice. May his light chase our sin away, so that thy worshippers and we, thine, Agni, in our sons may live. May his light chase our sin away. As ever conquering Agni's beams of splendor go to every side, may his light chase our sin away. To every side thy face is turned, thou art triumphant everywhere. May his light chase our sin away. O thou whose face looks every way, bear us apart past foes as in a ship. May his light chase our sin away. As in a ship, convey thou us for our advantage over the flood. May his light chase our sin away. So we're starting once again the Yoga Sutras with Vyāsa's comments from Book 1, Sutra 1. And I hope that at least I'll read it better. It's my 5th or 6th time reading it. We'll see. And hopefully I'll recognize some of these letters even if they're not printed legibly. Oh yeah, let me see. I think I have a lot of time. So I usually do this for 1 hour and 45 minutes. I have 1 hour and 25 minutes left. That means I could probably get through something like 10 sutras. There's 51 sutras in book 1, and it's called concentration. Okay. I'm not gonna read the Hindi because it's pointless if you pronounce the Sanskrit and the original Aryan tongue. Namaste. Tatu sadhu bahuma noe namahu. Badura, sorry. Tatu sadhu brahma, tatu sadhu brahman, tatu sadhu brahma, tatu sadhu brahma noe namahu. Yeah, this is the explanation in Hindi, introduction. I'm not going to read that part. And I'm not going to point because it distracts me. Patanjala Yoga Sutra Nui Tatra Samadhipadahu Pratamahu Atha Vyasapashyamu. Namaste. Yasityakuduvan Rupamadhyam Prabhavati Jagatonekathanuprahaya. Sorry, I need to double check. What a start. Illegible character in the beginning, such as my karma. This one doesn't even have the introduction. Sorry. Another version. Okay. Tanugrahaya. Gra. Yeah, good thing I looked it up. It's not bra, it's gra. Jagatoneka tanugrahaya. Prakushvina kleshara shil. Bishama bishata roneka pakatrahu. Prakushvina kleshara shil. Prakushvina kleshara shil bishama bishata roneka pakatrahu. Yeah, the introduction is really hard to read. I don't know what that means. Prakushvina kleshara shil. Prakushvina kleshara shil bishama bishataro neka. Prakushvina kleshara shil bishama. Prakushvina kleshara shil bishama bishaya bishatan roneka bakatrahu. Prakushvina kleshara shil bishama. Prakushvina kleshara shil bishama bishatan. Prakushvina kleshara shil bishama bishatan roneka bakatrahu. Supogi Sarvajinyana parasu til puja kapari. Sarvajinyana parasu til puja kapari kapahu karahu. Sarvajinyana parasu til puja kapari karahu. Puritaye yasya nityam. Devohi shahu sa boviyat sita vimala. Tanuriyo gado. Boviyat sita vimala tanu. Can I start from here again? Salvajiñana prasu tilpujagap. Salvajiñana prasu tilpujagap parikaraha. Puritaye yasya nityam. Devohi shaha sa. Bovia desita bimala nuriyogado. Bovia desita bimala. Bovia desita bimalanu. Bimalatanu. Bovia desita bimalatanu rio gado. Bovia desita bimalatanu. Bovia desita bimalatanu rio gado. Yoga yukutahu. Okay. Book verse concentration. May he who, having abandoned his primal form, exercises his power to show kindness to the world in many ways. He with the beautiful food and many mounts, possessed of deadly poison and yet abolishing the mess of hindrances. He the source of all knowledge, and whose girdle of attendant snakes produces continual pleasure. May he, the divine Lord of serpents, protect you with his white stainless body. He, the giver of concentration, and himself concentrated in concentration. Namaste. Ata patanjala sutranui. Ata yoga nushasanam. Atetya yamatikara tahu. Yoga nushasanam. Shasutram. Shasutramatikurtam. Veditavyam. Yogaha samatiha. Sa ja sa ba pao ma shi chit tasya taimaha. Kushvipram Kushviputam Mutam Pekushviputam ekagram Niruditamiti Chitatapu Mayahu. That has two different versions. Oh boy. Chitatasya Pumayahu. Number 2. Alright. No other versions have this, I remember that. So there we go. It's not that legible. Atmanasa chittata buddhati pirava. Atmanasa chittata buddhati pirava. Atmanasa chittata buddhati. Atmanasa chittata buddhati mirava. I think it's pirava. Viharam kulvananti. Tasam rote. Viharashu nyasatamiha. Viharashu nyasatapiha. Saha vairagyena brahmanui layam gachananti. Nityam sakushodatma kevalatma samskara shesham kevalat samskara shesham. Samathina layam gurutva brahmanui yoge yogahu. 사자 요기남 후르디 요게 비는나 바바흐 사이바 파오마 이티. And there's no translation for this, so we'll have to read it. Tatra Bhikkhu Pute Chetasi Bhikkhu Popasalja Bhikkhu Popasaljani Bhutah Samatilna Yoga Pakushwe Paltate Yasut Beka Gre Chetasi Sadhu Tamaltam Pradiotayati. Also want to look this up. Putamalt, Sadhu Putamaltam. As if reading the Sanskrit itself isn't hard enough, I have to search for the right words. That's why I call it my karma. Okay, so the word was Sadaputamaltam. Okay. And number 3. What's the difference? Prakushui. Prakushui noti, kushui noti, cha. Kleshanan kaima panantana, Kleshanan kaima panantanani, Shilatayati. Nirotamapi mukham karoti sampra. Is that really sampra? Sampra. Okay, I think I know what the word is. Samprajinyato yoga itya khyayate. Sa cha Pitalkan Nugato Vichara Nugata Ananda Nugato Samita Nugata Ityu Parishita Nivedadi Ityu Parishita Nivedayi Shimahu Ityu Parishita Nivedayi Shimahu. Number 1. Te prave. Ityu parishita te prave dayishya mahu. Yeah. Salva buddhati nirote. Deva samprajnya tahu samadhihu. Now, the exposition of yoga. The expression now indicates that a distinct topic commences here. The authoritative book which expounds yoga is to be understood as commenced. Yoga is concentration, but this is a quality of the mind stuff which belongs to all the stages. The stages of the mind stuff are these: the restless, the infatuated, the distracted, the single in intent, and the restricted. Of these, in the distracted state of the mind, concentration is overpowered by distractions and it cannot properly be called yoga. But that which, when the mind is single in intent, fully illumines a distinct and real object and causes the hindrances to dwindle, slackens the bonds of kaima, and sets before it as a goal the restriction. It is called a yoga in which there is consciousness of an object. This, however, is accompanied by deliberation, by reflection, by joy, by the feeling of personality. This we shall set forth later. But when there is restriction of all the fluctuations, there is the concentration in which there is no consciousness. Namaste. Nasya Lakushana Pidit Sayadam Sutram Brababudite. Number 2. Brabaldate. Yogasa Chitta Taburit Yogasha Chitta Taburitati Yogasha Chitta Taburitati Niro Yogasha Chitta Taburitati Nirotahu Saiva Shabadagra Saiva Shabadagrahana the Samprajinya Topi Yoga Itya Kya Yate sorry Chittatam Hi Prakya Pravritati Sthiti Shi Latava Katarigunama Prakya Pravritati Sthiti Shi Latava Katarigunama Prakya Rupam Hi Chittata Satavam Rajasatamopiam Puriyam. I'll check it. Puriyam. Yeah. Samsarisha Tamaisha Variya. Samsarisha Tamaisha Variya Vishaya Puriyam. Pavati. Let's double check. Okay. Tadeva Tamasanubiditataima Tamasanubiditama Taima Jinyana Vairagi Tamasanubiditama Taima Jinyana Vairagya Naishvariyo Pagam. I just want to check that fuzziness. Naishiva, yeah. Tamasanubiditama Taima Jinyana Vairagya Naishvariyo Pagam Pavati Tadeva Prakushri Namoha Baranam Saivatahu Pradyotama Namanu Viditam Rajomatraya Taimajinya Navairagya Ishivariyo Pagam Pavati. Couple of words I want to double check. Mu and Traya. Okay. Tadeva Rajo lechamala petam, Sibaru paprati shitam, Sattva purusho nyata kyati matram, Taimamekha tya nopagam pavati. I want to read this word again. It was a little off. Sattva purusho nyata kyati matram, Taimamekha tya nopagam pavati. Okay. Tataparam. Prasamkhya namitya jakushote tya yinahu. Chitti shakatira pari. It's so fuzzy. But I can't read any other translations because this is the most reliable. Chitti shakatira pari no minya. Chitti shakatira pari no minya. Chitti shakatira pari no minya prati samkrama. Tashita vishoya shudata janananta ja sattva kuno tamika jayamato vipari ta vivekakya tiriti atasatasyam virakatam chitatam tamapi kyatim nirunodati tadabasatam samsakaropagam bhavati sa nirbijaha samadhiha na tatra kimchita samprajinya yata itya samprajinya yataha vivitaha sa yogasha chittata buddhati nirotha iti. The intent of the following sutra is to state the distinguishing characteristic of this. Yoga is the restriction of the fluctuations of mind stuff. By the non-use of the word all, conscious is also included under the denomination of yoga. Now, mind stuff has three aspects, as appears from the fact that it has a disposition to vividness, to activity, and to inertia. For the mind stuff's sattva, which is vividness, when commingled with rajas and tamas, acquires a fondness for supremacy and for objects of sense, while the very same, when pervaded with tamas, tends towards demerit and non-perception and passionateness and towards a failure of supremacy. The very same, when the covering of error has dwindled away, illumined now in its totality, but faintly pervaded by rajas, tends towards merit and knowledge and passionlessness and supremacy. The very same, the stains of the last vestige of rajas once removed, grounded in itself and being nothing but the discernment of the difference between the sattva and the self, tends towards the contemplation of the rain cloud of things. The designation given by contemplators to this is the highest elevation. For the energy of intellect is immutable and does not unite. It has objects shown to it, and is undefiled, and is unending. Whereas this discriminate discernment, whose essence is sattva, is contrary to this. Hence the mind stuff being disgusted with this restricts even this insight. When it has reached this state, passes over to subliminal impressions. This is the seatless concentration. In this state, nothing becomes an object of consciousness. Such is concentration not conscious. Accordingly, the yoga, the restriction of the fluctuations of the mind stuff, is twofold. Namaste. Tadavasate Jatasi Vishaya Pabada Buddhati. Is that Pu Buddhati? Buddhati. I'm not gonna check. Vishaya Pabada Buddhati Bodhatma Purushaha Kimsava Pava Iti Tada Turashiduha Savaru Pepasita Nama Savaru Papratishita Tadanim Jiti Shakatiriyata Kaivalye Vyutitana Chitate Tu Sati Tatapi Pavananti Na Tata. Okay. I want to read number 3 again. Savaru Papratishita Tadanim Jiti Shakatiriyata Kaivalye Vyutitana Chitate Tu Sati Tatapi Pavananti Na Tata. Tatapi. Yeah. The mind being in this state, what will then be the condition of the self? For it is the essence, knowledge, by the thinking substance. There is an absence of objects. Then the seer abides in himself. At that time, the energy of intellect is grounded in its own self, as one in the state of isolation. But when the mind stuff is in its emergent state, although really the same, not so. Namaste. Katam talhi tashita vishoyatvat Brutati saru mitarasnarat Brutati saru mitaratra Brutati saru mitaratra. Vyutitane Yashachitata Brutata Yasatada Vishishirta Brutatiha Yashachitata Brutatayam Yashachitata Brutatayam Brutata Yashachitata Brutataya Brutataya Satana Yashachitata Brutataya Yas Yashachitata Brutataya Satada Vishishirta Brutatiha. Ya shichita buddhita ya yasat. Ya shichita buddhita. Ya shichita buddhita yasata da vishishita buddhitiha. Purushaha. Tata cha sutrama. Ekameva daishanam kya tireva daishanam iti. Jitita mayasaka tamanui kalipam. Samnitima turopara. Samnitima turopakari. Turushyat vena sivam pavati. Purushasya sivaminahu. Tasmacha chitata. Tasmacha chitata buddhati bote. Purushasyana sambananto hetuha. When I look up this word. Bo? It's not that even clear on that one. Bo. Okay, I'll go with it. Tasamacha chitata. Tasamacha chitata buddhati bote. Purushasya diha sambananto hetuha. And one hetuha. One more. Samba. What the? Ba. This book is really not clear. Yeah, okay. How in that case, since objects are shown to it, at other times it takes the same form as the fluctuations. In the emergent state, the self has fluctuations which are not distinguished from fluctuations of the mind stuff. And so we have a sutra. There is only one appearance. That appearance is knowledge. The mind stuff is like a magnet, and as an object suitable to be seen, it gives its aid by the mere fact of being near it, and thus the relation between it and the self is that between property and proprietor. Hence the reason why the self experiences the fluctuations of the mind stuff is its beginningless correlation. Namaste. Tahe Bonalnirodh Tapia Bahutube Sati Jitatasya. So fuzzy, sorry. Yeah, okay. Buddhatayahu Panchatayahu Klishita. Number 2. Klishita Aklishita. Klesha Hetukaha Kaima Shaya Prachaye. Kushwatri Puta Klishitaha. 키아티 비쇼야 구노 티카라니 비로타 비로티니오 클리시터. This word is not clear. V, okay. Guno tikara birotini oklishita. Klishita prabaha. Klishita prabaha patita. Apia klishita. Klishita sit. Klishita ch. Klishita chadra. Shivapia. Klishita sit. Klishita ch. Klishita chadra. Shivapia klishita. Pavananti. Aklishita ch. Aklishita ch. Aklishita ch. Aklishita chidreshu. Klishita iti. Tata jati yakaha. Samskara. Purutati pirava. Kriyanante. I want to start from here again. It didn't sound right. Klishita. Klishita ch. Klishita ch. Klishita ch. Chandra. Klishita ch. Klishita ch. Chandra. Shivapya. Klishita. Pavananti. Aklishita ch. Aklishita ch. Chandra. Aklishita ch. Chandreshu. Klishita iti. Tata jati yakaha. Samskara. Purutati pirava. Kriyanante. Samskara ishacha. Purutataya iti. Evam. Purutati samskara. Chakramani. Oh, really fuzzy. Chakra. Chakra. Purutati samskara chakra mani shama baltat. Purutati samskara chakra mani shama baltate. Purutati samskara chakra mani shama baltate. Sorry. Tadevam. Why is it Tadevam? Yeah, Tadevam. So this one has Tadev. Okay, never mind. I made a mistake. Tadevam putam chittamavasita tikarama tamakalipena. Myava Pyavatishutate pralayam va kachacha. I want to start from here again. Tadevam putam chittamavasita tikarama tamakalpat. Chittamavasita tikarama tamakalipena. Pyavatishutate pralayam. Pyavatishutate pralayam va gachachati ti tah klishita shecha panchatha purutatayahu klishita shecha panchatha purutatayahu. Okay. Oh. Double check. Okay. Moreover, these, for there are many such found in the mind stuff, must be restricted. The fluctuations are of 5 kinds and are hindered or unhindered. The hindered are those which are caused by the hindrances and are the field for growth of the accumulation of the latent deposits of karma. The unhindered have discriminative discernment as their object and thus obstruct the task of the aspects. These are still unhindered even when they occur in the stream of the hindered, for even in the midst of the hindered, they are unhindered, while in the midst of the unhindered, hindered. Corresponding subliminal impressions are produced by naught else than fluctuations, and fluctuations by subliminal impressions. In this wise, the wheel of fluctuations and subliminal impressions ceaselessly rolls on. Operating in this wise, the mind stuff, having finished its task, abides in its own likeness, or becomes resolved. These, either hindered or unhindered, are the 5-fold fluctuations. I've done 1/5 of the book already. Namaste. How much time do I have? 45 minutes. Brahmana Viparya Brahman Namaste. Brahmana Viparyaya Vikalpani Brahmana Viparyaya Vikalpanidra Samurtayahu. Tatra. Okay. Sources of valid ideas and misconceptions and practical relations and sleep and memory. Tatra. Namaste. Tatra. Pratyakusho numana kamahu brahmanoni. Oish. Inundriya prano likaya inundriya prano likaya Chitasya Bahya Vasutu Paragatata Tubishaya. Bahya Vasutu Paragatata Tubishaya. Samanya Visheshut Manotha. I want to read that again. Bahya Vasutu Paragatata Vishaya. Samanya Visheshut Manoltasya. Vishesho Bhatarano Pratana. Purutatihu Pratyakusham Brahmanam. My God. Okay. Pratyakusham. Okay. Palamabhishishutahu. Bauru Shweya Shachita Tavrati Potahu. Bauru Shweya Shachita Tavrati Potahu. Pratisambeti Purusha Ityu Parishita Dupap Ityu Parishita Dupapa Daishya Maha. Now I need to check it. Pratisambeti Purusha Ityu Parishita Dupapa Daishya Maha. Anumeyasya Tuliya Jati Yeshivanu Buddhato Pinana Jati Yapyo Vya Buddhataha Sambananto Yasatad Vishoya Samanya Bhatarano Pratana Purutatinu Purutatiranu Purutatiranuma Purutatiranuma Nama. Okay, this fuzziness. Purutatiranu Panama. Manama. Purutatiranu Manama. Sorry. Okay. Yata Deshana Taraprapute Gati Machachan Dra Taraka Deshanan Taraprapute Gati Machachan Machachanandra Deshanan Taraprapute Gati Machachanandra Tarakam Chaitirabat Vinantiashacha Praputirakatiha. Is that God? Teragatiha, Tiragatiha. But it is Gatiha, right? Yeah. So number 1 says Praputera. So that other version uses the alternative. That's the reason why I use this version, because they don't all the other versions don't include the alternatives. And that's why I'm suffering, because this is the only copy with all the other alternatives. And not all, it's like 95% of them, but still it's got the alternatives. Vinantiashicha Puraputera Vinantiashicha Puraputeraka Vinantiashicha Puraputerakatihu. Yeah. Putena Turishutto Mito Turishutto no Mito Paitaha Paratra. Is that one word or 2 words? One word, 2 words on that one. Two words. Two words on that one too. Okay. Tahu Paratra Sivabota Samsuk Sivabota Samkranantaye Shaputenopa Sivabota Samkranantaye Shabudenopa Dishyate Shabudan Tadaltabi Shabudan Tadalta Shabudan Tadaltabishoya Purutatihu Shurotura Gamahu. Yasya shiradu te Yasya shiradu teyai te Yasya shiradu teyai to. Yeah. Bhagata na Durishito numitai tahu sa agamahu blavate mula bhakatari tu Durishito numitai te nilviplavahu syat. Okay. Sources of valid ideas are perception and inference and verbal communication. Perception is that source of valid ideas when the mind stuff has been affected by some external thing through the channel of the sense organs. This fluctuation is directly related to that, but whereas the intended object consists of a genus and of a particular, it is chiefly concerned with the ascertainment of the particular. The result is an illumination by the self of a fluctuation which belongs to the mind stuff, undistinguished. We shall explain in detail hereafter, in the passage beginning, self is conscious by reflection of the thinking substance. Inference is fluctuation which refers to that relation which is present in things belonging to the same class as the subject of the elation, and absent from things belonging to classes different. And it is chiefly concerned with the ascertainment of the genus. Thus, for instance, the moon and stars possess motion because, like Jaitara, they get from one place to another, and because the Vintya does not possess motion. A thing which has been seen or inferred by a trustworthy person is mentioned by word in order that his knowledge may pass over to some other person. The fluctuation of the hearer which arises from that word and which relates to the object intended by that is a verbal communication. That verbal communication is said to waver, the utterer of which declares an incredible thing, not a thing which he himself has seen or inferred. But if the original utterer has himself seen or inferred the thing, will be unwavering. The quarter of book 1 almost. I'm gonna keep going, I guess. Namaste. Vipariyayo Mitya Jinyana Matadu Duru Papratishito Duru Mitya Jinyana Matadu Mitya Jinyana Mataduru Papra Mitya Jinyana Matadurupa Mitya Jinyana Mataduru Paparatishitamu. Sa Kasamanana Brahmanam Yatahu Brahmanuena Bhatyate Bhutai Tabishayatu Bhatu Brahmanosya Tatra Brahmanuena Bhatanama Brahmanosya Durushatam. I wanna check this word. 8. Should check with this. Matana. Okay. Dadyata 뜨비 짜는드라 달샤남 사드비쇼예 사드비쇼예 너이까 짜는드라 달샤네나 바티아타 이티 세얌 반짜파이바 바바티아 비디아. I wanna start from here again. I stumbled. 다디아타 드비 짜는드라 달샤남 사드비쇼예 너이까 짜는드라 달샤네나 사드비쇼예 너이까 짜는드라 달샤네나 바티아타 이티. It wasn't any better. 세얌 반짜파이바 바바티아 아비디야 스미타라 가드베쇼 피니 아비디야 스미타라 가드베쇼 피니베샤 아비디야 스미타라 가드베쇼 피니베샤 클레샤 이티 에타. Number 1. 아따 에바 스바 삼지냐 비스타모 모호 마하 모하스타 마하모하스타 미스로는 타타 미스라 마하모하스타 미스로는 타타 미스라 이티 에테 제트타말라 프라상은게나 피타 시아는테. I wanna say this word again. 마하모하스타 미스로 마하모하스타 미스로는 타타 미스라 마하모하스타 미스로는 타타 미스라 이티. I should just leave it. 에테 제트타말라 프라상은게나 피타 시아는테. Okay. Misconception is an erroneous idea not based on that form. Why is it not a source of a valid idea? Because it is inhibited by the source of a valid idea, for the reason that the source of a valid idea has as its object a positive effect. In such cases, there is evidently an inhibition of the source of the invalid idea by the source of the valid idea, as for instance, the visual perception of 2 moons is inhibited by the actual visual perception of 1 moon. This proves to be that 5-jointed undifferentiated consciousness. Undifferentiated consciousness and the feeling of personality and passion and hatred and the will to live are the hindrances. These same by peculiar technical designations. Obscurity and infatuation and extreme infatuation and darkness and blind darkness. These will be discussed in connection with the subject of the defilements of the mind stuff. Yeah, I'm done with quarter of the book already. Number 9. Checking time. 25 minutes. Maybe 3 more. Namaste. Shabdajiñana nupati pasutu shunyo vikaripahu sa na brahmano parohi na viparyayo parohi. Number 2. Va cha va pasutu shunya Basutushu Niatavapi. And this page is also fuzzy. Shabudajinya nama, Shabudajinya nama hatamya ni manantano. Help me, Namasutta. Shabudajinya nama hatamya ni manantano. Shabudajinya namaha tamiyani banantano vyabaharo durushyate tadyata jaitanyam purushasya svarupamiti yada jitireva. Number 1. Jideva Purushasuttada Kimatra Kena Vyapadishyate. I gotta check this whole paragraph. Shabda. Huh. Different word. Oh no, never mind. Okay. Pavati jan vyapadeshe. Pavati jan vyapadeshe purutatihu. Yata jaitarasya gauriti. Tata pratishui dita. Pratishui dita. Pratishui dita basut. Pratishui dita. Pratishui dita basutu. Pratishui dita basutu taimo. Nishikuri yahu purushohu. Dishitati banohu sita syati sitita iti. Katini burutatau tatu vaitamatram. Kamyate tata nutupati taima. Tata nutupatati taima purusho iti. Utupatita taima. Utupatita taima siyam pavamatra pagama mabagamyate. Utupatati taima siyam pavamatra magamami mabagamyate. Utupatati taima siyam pavamatra mabagamyate. This page itself is so hard to read. I could go with another version for this, I think. Should I just do that? I'm gonna check everything so far. Vyapadeshe puritati tatnyata jaitarasya gauriti. Tata pratishuidu ta basutu taima nishikriya. Pratishuidu ta basutu taima nishikriyahu purushahu dishitati Banoho sita syati satita iti. Katiri burutatau ta vaitamatram kamyate. Tata nutupatati taima. Tata nutupatati taima purusha iti. Di Taima. So that's the word that I stumbled upon. Okay. Uttapatati, maybe I'll just read this. Uttapatati Taimasya Pabama Mabakamiate. Uttapatati Taimasya Pabama Mabakamiate. It's a hard word. Uttapatati Taimasya Pabama Mabaga. Uttapatati Taimasya Uttapatati Taimasya Pavamatra Mabaga Uttapatati Taimasya Pavamatra Mabagamiate Uttapatati Taimasya Pavamatra Mabagamiate. Alright. Purusha Nambayi Taimahu Tasamadevi Pitahu Sa Taimasatena Jasati Vyavahara Iti. Double check. Okay. Oh boy. The predicate relation is without any object and follows as a result of perceptions or of words. This does not amount to a source of valid ideas, nor does it amount to a misconception, in spite of the fact that there is no object, because there is dependence upon the authority of perceptions or of words. Something is evidently said. Thus, for instance, when it is said that the true nature of the self is intelligence, then in this case we may well ask, since the self is itself nothing but intelligence, what thing is in the attributive relation to what thing? For the expressive force lies in the attributive relation, as for instance, Jai Teras cow. Likewise, the self is said to be the unchanging, by the negation of some quality which is found in some thing. It is said, the arrow comes to a standstill, will come to a standstill, has come to a standstill. The bare meaning of the verbal root is understood to be not to move. So too, in the sentence, the self is something which has the property that it does not come into existence. All that is meant is that there is an absence of the property of coming into existence, not property inherent in the self. Therefore, this property is predicated, and as such it is something that is thought. Sleep. Yay. Restriction of sleep. Oh. Yeah, cool. Namaste. Apava pratyaya lamambana purutati nidra. Just double checking if it's, yeah, cool. Sa, cha. Okay. Prasambote, pratyava, pratyava maishat, pratyaya visheshohu. Pratyava maishat, pratyaya visheshohu. Pratyava maishat. Yeah. Katam, sukhamad, sukhamaha, sukhamaham, mahama, sukhamahama seva, sukhamahama seva pasama. Sukhamahama, Sukhamahama, Sukhamahama Seva Pasama. Prasananam me manaha prajinyam me visharadi karoti. Tuhakamahamas, Tuhakamahamasam, Tuhakamaha Mahama, Tuhakamahamasvam, Tuhakamahamasvam Pasam Satyanam me mano pramatyana vasatita pramatyana vasatitam gatam mutohamasva pasam guru nui me gatra nui Klanantam me chittatam. Alasam mushitamiva dushatati ti sa karevayam prabhudatasya pratyavamaisho na syadasati Pratyayanupave Tada Shiritaha Sumurta Yashachan Tada Vishaya Na Siyuha Tasamat Pratyaya Visheshwo Tasamat Pratyaya Visheshwo Nidra Sa Cha Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vinino Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vinino Vinani Rodata Vyati. Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vinani Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vanani Rodata Vyati. Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vanani Rodata. Help me. Namaste. Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vanani Rodata Vyati. Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vanani Rodata Vyati. Okay, that's the best I could do. I'm leaving it there. And I want to check some of the words. Alasam and Prabhudatasya. Alasam. Alasam Prabhudatasya. Okay. Anything else? No, that's it. Tishatati iti sa kalevayam prabhudatasya pratyavamaisho na syadasati pratyayanupave tada shiritaha sumurta yashacha tada vishaya na siyuha tasamat pratyaya visheshwo nidra sa cha Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vanani Rodata. Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vanani. Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vanani Rodata Vyeti. Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vanani Rodata. Samatha Vitara Pratyaya. Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vana Nirodhita Vyeti. Samatha Vitara Pratyaya Vana Nirodhita Vyeti. Okay. Good. Sleep is a fluctuation supported by the cause of the negation. And this, by connecting memory, becomes, upon awakening, a special kind of presented idea. How is it that one can reflect? I have slept well, my mind is calm, it makes my understanding clear. I have slept poorly, my mind is dull, it wanders unsteadfast. I have slept in deep stupor, my limbs are heavy, my mind remains unrefreshed and languid, and as it were stolen. The man awakening would of course not have this connecting memory had there not been the experience of a cause. Nor would he have the memories based upon it and corresponding with it. Therefore, sleep is a particular kind of presented idea, and in concentration, it also, like any other presented idea, must be restricted. Almost 1/3 of the book. Whoosh. This is a long one. A little tired. Alright, so one more. Namaste. Anupu Tabishaya Sampuramoshaha Smurutiha Smurutiha. Yeah. Kim Pratyayasya Chittatam Samarati Ahosavidu Ahosavidu Vishayasyati Grahyo Parakataha Pratyayo Grahyagrahano Paya. Oh boy, this is gonna take me a while, huh? Grahyagrahano Paya Kara Nilpa Sastajati Yakam. There's number 1. Sata jati Sitata Grahiagrahano Kara Nilpa Sasatata Jati Yakam. Yeah. I want to say the original version just one more time. Grahiagrahano Kara Nilpa Grahiagrahano Kara Nilpa Sastajati Yakam. Wasn't any better. Samskara Marapate. Samskara Marapate. Samskara Hu Svabhyanjakan Janasitata Karameva. Svabhyanjakan Janasitata Karameva. Number 2. Sutadanu Pavame. Sutadanu Pavame. Sutadanu Pavame. Svabhyanjakan Janasitadanu Pavameva. Stadanu Svabhyanjakan Janasitadanu Pavameva. Svabhyanjakan janasat Svabhyanjakan janasatadanu eva. Svabhyanjakan janasatadanu eva. Grahya grahanopaya tamikam samuratim janayati. I want to say this again. This is what happens when I get tired. Grahya grahanopaya tamikam samuratim janayati. Tatra grahano karapulva. Grahano karapulva. Mudatihu grahya karapulva. Samuratihu sa ja tuvayi pavi. Alright, I'm definitely getting tired. Okay, let's start over from here. Grahya karapulva. Samuratihu sa ja tuvayi pavita samaltavya ja pavitas samaltavya ja sivapune. This is fuzzy. Yeah, sivapune. Okay. Sivapune. Pavita samaltavya. Okay, 5 more lines to go. 6 more lines. Jagra. Wait, what in the world? Jagra. I don't see the word anymore. I can't. Gra. Jagrata samaye tva pavita. Tva pavita samal. Tva pavita samaltavyeti. Saivaha. Alright, looks like smooth sail from here. Alright, number 1. Saiva shachaita. Why am I sounding unearthly? I wanna speak like a normal person. Saiva shachaita. Samuratayaha. Brahmana viparyaya vikalpanidra samurati. Brahmana viparyaya vikalpanidra samurati namanupavatu prabhavananti. One more. Brahmana viparyaya vikalpanidra samurati namanupavatu prabhavananti. It was terrible. I use nicotine to cope. Brahmana viparyaya vikalpanidra samurati namanupavatu prabhavananti. Brahmana viparyaya vikalpanidra samurati namanupavatu prabhavananti. Yay. 裁判是简单，裁判是简单呵，스무르타야呵。Pramana vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurti namanupavatu parapavananti. Pramana vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurti namanupavatu parapavananti. I'm reading it again because I thought I read this one wrong in the alternate version. Pramana vipariyaya Pramana vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurti namanupavatu parapavananti. Pramana vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurti namanupavatu parapavananti. Sorry, I'm tired. I make mistakes when I'm tired. I should be careful. Pramana vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurti naman. Pramana vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurti namanupavatu parapavananti. Pramana vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurti smuru not smuri. Pramana vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurti smuru. Sorry. Pramana vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurti namanupavatu parapavananti. Pramana vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurti namanupavatu parapavananti. Okay, moving on. Saiva shicaitan purututaya sukatuhaka sukatuhaka moha tamika sukatuhaka moha sukatuhaka moha shitya klesheshu vyakyeya sukanu vyakyeya sukhanushayi ragah tuhakhanushayi tveshah tuhakhanushayi tveshah mohah punaravidyati atah saiva purutatayo nirodhatavya asam nirothe samprajinyato va samatilbhavatya samprajinyato vati. Okay, I might read some of it again just because it's the last sutra of the day. I just want to make sure it sounded right. Why am I doing it again? I have no idea. Saiva shicaitan purututaya sukatuhaka moha tamika sukatuhaka moha tamika sukatuhaka sukatuhaka moha shitya klesheshu vyakyeya sukhanushayi ragah tuhakhanushayi tveshah mohah punaravidyati atah saiva purutatayo nirodhata. I can't say nirodhata. Nirodhatavya Asam Nirote Sampurajinyato Ba Sampurajinyato Ba Samatil Pavatya Sampurajinyato Beti Samatil Pavatya Samatil Pavatya Sampurajinyato Beti. Definitely tired. Samatil Pavatya Sampurajinyato Beti. I'm saying it again because I'm too tired to enunciate. And I feel like I didn't get it right. I did get it right. I feel like I didn't get it right. There's a difference between getting it right and feeling like not getting it right and still getting it right. I don't know that yet though. Betty. Yeah, done with Sanskrit reading. So if you just wanted to listen to Sanskrit, this is it. Now English translation. Memory is not adding surreptitiously to a once experienced object. Does the mind stuff remember the presented idea, or does it the object? The presented idea, if affected by the object known, shines forth in consciousness in a form of both kinds, both the object known and of the process of knowing, and gives a start to the corresponding subliminal impression. This subliminal impression, it's phenomenal, by the operations of the conditions which phenomenalize it, and brings forth a memory which consists of the object known and of the process of knowing. With regard to these two, in the case of the idea, the form of the process of knowing is predominant, and in the case of memory, the form of the object known is predominant. The latter is of two kinds, in that the things to be remembered are imagined or not imagined. In a dream, the things to be remembered are imagined, whereas in waking, the things to be remembered are not imagined. All memories arise out of an experience, either of sources of valid ideas, or of misconceptions, or of predicate relations, or of sleep, or of memory. And all these fluctuations have as their being pleasure and pain and infatuation. And pleasure and pain and infatuation are to be explained among the hindrances. Desire is that which dwells upon pleasure. Aversion is that which dwells upon pain, while undifferentiated consciousness is the same as infatuation. All these fluctuations must be restricted, because it is upon their restriction that there ensues concentration, whether conscious or not conscious. I'll tell you how much I've done. Yeah, one third of the book. Oof. Thank you very much. Sorry for all the in-between breaks. Hopefully one day there's not gonna be any breaks. That's it. Oh yeah, I started reading the Bible. It's called, the version that I'm reading is called BYNV, and I think it's one of the best versions. And I'm gonna do that in about an hour from now. So thank you very much. Namaste. I'm really tired. How long has it been? Yeah, 10 more minutes than I wanted to. 1 hour and 45 minutes is enough for me. I know that from experience. In King Yahusha's name, God bless you all. Amen. Namaste.